Another day on the Stoney Ridge Farm, guys. Welcome to the farm. We're here with my two TYM tractors and my Dodge truck right here. We're going to talk to you guys a little bit about TYM tractors, and there's been a lot of information out there on the internet hating on these machines. I'm going to give you the real truth, down and dirty, about the TYM tractor, my TYM experience. I've had these tractors for almost 4 years now, and I think you're going to be surprised about the junk I'm going to be talking about TYM tractors today, because I'm going to tell you the truth and I'm going to shoot you totally straight. I had a partnership with these guys and I don't have a partnership with them anymore. Is there bad blood? Are these bad machines? Do I want to get rid of them? Do I hate them? Are there parts problems? Are there problems with them not running right? You're going to get the truth today here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. This is a farm. This ain't just a guy taking tractors and running them around in circles. I think you'll appreciate this. Folks, welcome back to another beautiful day here on the Stoney Ridge Farm. It's a bit breezy. This was the coldest night of the year last night, by the way, and I just got out of Big T, the TYM T1104. It started just fine. It was 25 degrees this morning, and both of these tractors have just been moved, and they started just fine. Not a problem in the world. Now, I'm going to give you the true ownership experience, and I had 3 of these TYM tractors, okay? So I had the TYM T254, which is a 25 horsepower Yanmar diesel engine. It's a hydrostatic tractor. We're going to get footage of these things working while I'm talking, by the way. The hydrostatic tractor, I use it in the garden, I use it in the yard, I used it all over the farm. It had a little backhoe on it. I'd be digging. It's at my mama's house right now. I'm not going to give something to mama that's a piece of junk. Just going to tell you that right out the gate. I also have the TYM T574. This is a 55 horsepower hydrostatic tractor. There are some mistakes, and we're going to talk about the mistakes of what tractors I have right now at the end of the video. So stick around. I'm going to tell you about the wrong tractor to buy for what I do. I also have the TYM T1104, and this is a 110 horsepower machine. And I got this machine to run that big Woods Batwing over there you see back in the background, and to pull the big drag harrow, and we've got a 150 acre working farm here. So this is a first generation working farm. Working farms look like this. Junk, 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 junk. There's junk everywhere. There's stuff everywhere. You know, a guy like me can't get rid of things because he might use them, just like these tractors. And we're going to talk a little bit about each machine. So the TYM T254, the 25 horsepower Yanmar diesel engine, it was a hydrostatic tractor. You push one pedal to go forward, one pedal to go backwards. You had a high and low range. You had a bucket that was really strong, good for moving dirt, good for a garden tractor, good for a small property, you know, 5 to 15 acres, I'd say, 2 to 15 acres, really. Or if you just needed a good tractor to work around in your yard, if you're that guy, that project guy or gal that likes to dig, move dirt and stuff like that. A great little machine, and I'm super happy with it, was super happy with it, and my mama is super happy with it. She has it now. Now, onward and upward, and I'm going to tell you about ownership experience, service experience, dealer experience, and whether you can get parts for these things, because that's the big yap, yap, yap right now on TYM tractors. You can't get parts for them. Nobody will work on them. It's not what I found, okay? So anyhow, this is the T574. It's a 55 horsepower tractor. It's a medium framed utility tractor, I believe is what they call it. This tractor is a hydrostatic tractor. I got the hydrostatic tractor because I thought I'd be moving more material with. In other words, like picking up hay bales, moving back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I didn't want to shift gears, and I've got a John Deere 5065 that is not a shuttle shift. It's just a simple geared tractor. In other words, reverse, first, second, third, whatever. That is not the case here. And if I would have done it again, I probably would have not bought the HST, the hydrostatic tractor. I would not have bought it. I would have bought the geared tractor. That's a shuttle shift, forward and reverse. It's right there on the column. You got your turn signals, your lights, forward and reverse. No mistake, the cab in this tractor is awesome. The cab in that tractor is awesome. When I first bought my very first tractor, the John Deere 5065, I thought, I'm gonna be in the woods and rough and tumble and all this rough stuff, and I'm gonna beat a cab to death. Well, the truth of it is, I wish I would have bought a cab tractor out the gate. If you are even considering getting a cab tractor, Buy one, you will be happy with it. And when I get rid of, and or if I get rid of either one of these machines, they're going to my dad's house, who's in his 70s, who never owned a cab tractor, and he's scared to go out and mow in the summertime because of the yellow jacket nest, and he's scared to go out and mow in the dusty time for all the dust that's wafting up, and it's hot, and it's sweaty, and it's wet, and he's an old guy, and he doesn't want to be out there in that crap. Buy a cab tractor. That's the take-home message. I don't care what brand you buy a cab tractor. You will appreciate it. You will never not appreciate it, and it will hold its value better. Now, onward and upward to the TYM T1104. And again, guys, I want you to know, I used to work with TYM tractors. Me and TYM were like this, okay? I believe in the product. I believe in the machines. I believe in the company. The company has moved. They were in North Carolina. They're now in Georgia, near Atlanta. If you go in the Atlanta Braves Stadium, you're gonna see TYM, TYM, TYM everywhere. Honestly, do I think having TYM all over the Atlanta Braves Stadium is a better value than showing them working here on this farm? I don't know. I don't know. I think what speaks volumes is talking to the guy that actually runs a large piece of property and runs a farm like this, because that's what you want to know. Does this guy trust this machine? Does he trust it? And the simple answer is, let's talk about the 1104. The 1104 is a 110 horsepower tractor with four-wheel drive. It is a geared tractor. It has something in the neighborhood of 32 forward gears and 32 reverse gears. It's got a low crawl feature that goes this fast, literally this fast. I've never used it. I use this machine for mowing, mainly for moving material. I'll tell you one thing, I have never ever put the bucket on that tractor and scooped up anything. Never. I've never used it. Should I have bought the loader system on this tractor? If it was my only tractor and I was gonna unload hay and stuff with it, yes. Otherwise, for the loader cost, right here is the best idea ever, having a nice skid loader. So you gotta have two loaders on your farm. You do have to have two loaders on your farm. That loader and my skid loader, I think were enough. I don't think if I had to do this again, if I got this tractor again, that I would get the loader system. It just seems like a waste. Like I said, I've never picked up a bale of hay with it. I've never used the secondary hydraulic on the front. I've never used that loader except to raise it to turn around real close to a gate or a fence, okay? Great tractor. I've had one problem with this tractor, I've had one problem with that tractor, and I've had zero problems with the 254. The problem I have with this one is where the hydraulics connect up for all the loader system and everything. I had a leak in that. When I contacted TYM about it, the part showed up just like that. I didn't have these issues that people are talking about with not being able to find parts. I also understand the limitations of my machine. That tractor right there ain't gonna pick up what this tractor picks up or what that skid loader over there will pick up. And if I overwork and overstress that tractor, I'm gonna damage my loader, I'm gonna damage my axles, I'm gonna damage my hydraulic cylinders, and I'm gonna damage my hydraulic system. If you tear up your tractor because of incompetence, you cannot blame the company that built the tractor. You can't do it. I'm telling you this because I believe in them. I believe in these machines, and despite the fact that I'm no longer working with TYM tractors, and that ended over a year ago, you see what I'm running on this farm, and I can take these two tractors and trade them in and go get a brand new pretty shiny Kubota or a brand new pretty shiny Case or a John Deere or any of the other brands. But you see what I'm running right here? It's because they're good machines. So I kind of just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about all of the bad information that's out there right now about these tractors. TYM, to my knowledge, makes other brands as well. They make some tractors for the Mahindra brand, and a lot of these other brands are just rebranded TYMs or Coyotes or whatever tractors they might be. They're made in South Korea. TYM USA supports American jobs, and I'm super happy to have these machines. TYM might not be a big company here in the United States, but over there, over in South Korea, they're a huge, huge company. It's a prevalent machine over there, guys, and it's something that we need to think about. Just because it's not over here and it doesn't have green paint, red paint, or orange paint, doesn't mean it's not a good machine. You can get parts for these. I'm happy with them. I've had great experiences with them. I have one problem with the TYM T1104, and it was a maintenance issue. I forgot to change a filter in my DEF system, and yes, it definitely has the DEF fluid in it. It's 110 horsepower. Hopefully, our new president here can wipe all that out, and we won't have to put DEF, waste of time fluid in our tractors anymore. I hope. Fingers crossed. But that's it, guys. I just wanted to share my experience with you on these TYM tractors. They have been good machines. They've been reliable machines. I have not had the troubles that a lot of people on the internet are crying about parts and availability and mechanic shops. My mechanic shop is great. My local dealership is great. I can get the parts that I need, and I can run these tractors, and I'm gonna continue to run them as long as I need to. Thank you guys so much. That is the absolute truth about the ownership experience of a TYM tractor. I would not hesitate to go buy a TYM tractor because of all of the negativity you're seeing on the internet right now. I have not had that experience, and I am running a real farm, a real property. I'm not going around in circles, moving dirt, lifting loads that are too heavy, tearing my tractor up because I don't know how to run it. If you don't know how to run your tractor, you're gonna break it. Guess who's broken many a tractor? Take them off. Are you kidding me? Right here. And that one's in the garage over there. Thank you guys so much. Hit that like button. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge. I'm so sorry about the wind, guys. It is breezy and chilly. It's breezy wheezy. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge. Woo! Come on down to the Stoney Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge. It's breezy wheezy. Put her down, Buford. She's sucking mud.